Okay then, here we go. It is another wonderful day, going out and doing the thing that I tend to do, and I cannot, to say that I cannot wait to go out there and do it's a bit extreme, but I am pretty excited to get out there and do it. And hopefully the everything that I have going on goes on and we have a good day. It's supposed to rain today, which could be a good thing, but I didn't seed my lawn. And every time I seed my lawn, it doesn't in fact rain. And so it's like, okay, well, is it going to rain or is it not going to rain? Do I seed my lawn or do I not seed my lawn? Because the whole thing of it is like when I first built the place, I had to make an effort to grow grass in order to pass my first inspection. And so I seeded the thing and I put the hay down and I was constantly watering it, and it was a whole thing. And since then I have grown like a decent amount of grass, but it's kind of patchy, especially in the front. And so I've been trying to fill it out a little better. And so I've been, in the fall and spring months, I have been reseeding it, hoping that eventually it'll fill out. And it has filled out a lot better than it was, but it also has not filled out to its fullest extent, if you will. And so this season have been doing the same thing, and I've been chasing the rain because there's no sense in me doing it if I'm just going to if it's just going to be hot and sunny the whole time. So when I know it's going to rain, or even if it is raining, I will go, hey, there's me on the billboard. This is probably going to be one of the last times you guys see me on the billboard. I hope that I caught that on camera. But my billboard campaign is set to end any day now, I feel like. I felt like it was supposed to have ended some time ago, but I still see myself on the billboard. So at any rate, I keep reseeding the yard, hoping that eventually it will fill out and become a fuller lawn. But of course, doing so means that I'm also chasing these rainstorms, and I'm just like, rainstorms, and I'm really trying to just get a hold of the rain and get my yard all figured out. And the grass seed that I thought that I had bought most recently, I think it's more grass feed than it is seed. It doesn't look like traditional grass seed, and it advertises that it provides a more full lawn and that it kills dandelions and stuff, which would imply that there's grass seed in it if it's gonna fill out my lawn for me. But I don't really know. I think maybe I'm supposed to put this out in conjunction with grass seed, and maybe then something amazing will grow. I don't really know, but it's not really my main concern right now. What I'm most excited to talk about is my new wave of videos. And I feel like this year I have come at you all with several new waves of videos where I'm just like, I'm going to do this now, or I'm going to do that now, or I'm going to do these things now. And it's constantly changing, and I don't know at what point in time am I going to settle with something, decide that it is the something that I'm going to do, and then carry on with that something. Because I have a lot of videos now on this channel, and this was my idea, as I was going to do this whole drive to and from work thing and talk to the world and just say what I gotta say and figure out who cares later. But this hasn't been working out in the best of ways, and admittedly so, I know why it's not working out, if that makes sense. I am aware of the fact that I don't have a concentrated topic, or I definitely don't have like a niche concentration of topics to talk to you all about. It's pretty much just what's going through my mind on any given day, which would be fascinating to someone if I were like a celebrity. If I were already famous and like the world cared what I thought, then doing videos like this would be something that people would be interested in. But to make these videos as just some nobody on the internet comes across as just some nobody on the internet talking about random stuff. Why would you watch my content over anybody else's out there? And so I have battled for a while now with the kinds of content that I want to put out there. And a lot of people keep talking about how profitable faceless channels can be. And now a lot of them go like a complete automated route with it, in that they hire someone to write their scripts, they hire someone to do their voiceovers, they hire someone to do their video editing, and then they're able to crank out videos at a pretty awesome pace. And that's not necessarily how I want to go about doing my content online. And like just in general, I've been more I'm more drawn to more personal and connected content than I am something that is really like disconnected from the original creator. And so like for me myself, like I don't want to go and hire out someone to write the script and someone to read the voiceovers and someone. And what it means is that I probably can't keep up with the deadlines that a lot of these other people can keep up with, but hopefully the content that I'm putting out is just a little bit better than what they're putting out, because it's less disjointed, it's more genuine. And maybe you honestly can't tell a difference. Maybe no one can honestly tell a difference. But the biggest thing is that I can tell the difference, and that's what matters to me. So at any rate, I did a lot of thinking about that over the weekend, and I saw this random post, and it gave you like strategies on how to build a faceless channel and how to succeed on a faceless channel. And I don't necessarily love the idea of like a faceless channel, but at the same time I'm like, if my faceless channel takes off and does really well, and this is the channel with my face on it, then like I can have, why not have both, you know? So at any rate, I developed a new channel called Family and Music FM 95.5, and it's like its own kind of radio station, and I'll turn it into a podcast as well. But the idea of it will be that give me a second, it'll come up to me. The idea of it will be that I tell the story of like family bands, so bands where family members were in the band, or maybe the whole band is just one big family, whatever the concept may be, and the kind of struggles that they face. Because most of the time in these family bands, they fall out in some grandiose fashion. And so I will explore these familial bands and just tell the story of the band. And it's like part of the music niche, and so I have a bigger niche that like anyone who's into music and music history, things of that nature, will be interested in these videos. But on a smaller scale, it's the familial music niche, like music specifically to families. And so hopefully it's something that works and that gets me out there, gets me noticed. People watch it, people enjoy it, people stay tuned. And worst comes to worst, if they don't watch it and they don't enjoy it and they don't stay tuned, then it's at least just another thing that I can put a feather in my cap. But I'm pretty passionate about this project right now, and the problem is I'm gonna wind up holding myself to too many video standards at once, and that I am determined that I'm on this channel going to record 24/365. I'm going to get a video done every day this year. And in order to keep up with that, I will more than likely fall off the upload schedule of my Faceless channel. So a lot of people recommend 3 videos a week for like a standard Faceless channel, and more often than not, they want you to do more than that, even, because like the problem now with YouTube is there's so many like official creators on the platform that you have these like big time producers, publishers, whatever, who have buku bucks to put out a bunch of content, and here you are, a little old Joe Schmo, trying to put out content, and it's just not able to scream out from the crowd. And even if people do see your work and they enjoy your work, if you're only putting stuff out once a month or once a week, then like they have to remember to come back to your channel the following week and watch your next program. Where if you're more frequently reminding them, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm here, they're going to more frequently watch it. Now, I'll probably reach a point with the channel where I have a significant amount of uploads and I can back down from recording quite as often. And that's the other thing, like having a backlog of content is a really good thing. Like if I stay in my niche and I stay on topic and I continue to produce videos that are quality and keep people interested, then like eventually when I get a backlog of content, like you just get people stuck in a watching loop, and they'll just watch your stuff and they'll watch your stuff and they'll watch your stuff, and you got your hooks into them and you're good to go. And so that is something else to consider. But here in the beginning, I want to maintain a 3-day upload schedule for the Faceless channel, and it'll be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday release. And the idea will be to keep that going, hopefully at least until I hit 100 videos, and then once I get 100 under my belt, then I can kind of leave the thing alone and let it do its own thing. And that would be interesting too, because I'm off for a significant period of time, and it's like, could I potentially record 100 videos in that time? I don't know, but it's worthwhile to think about, because I could have very easily recorded 2 in one day. I just chose not to because I wasn't in the mood to record the second one. I think editing it and putting it together is probably what's going to be the most difficult part, and maybe I do break down and have someone else edit the video. Like, I continually insist upon editing things myself, and like the nature of the channel is a more analog nature. Like, it's tough, because obviously you want to keep high retention, you want to keep people interested, but like I also don't want it to be this super cut 3 seconds, every 3 seconds you're seeing something different video just to keep people interested in going on. Like, they should be interested more in the story than they should be these super fancy cuts and stuff. And so I don't know how it'll all work out in the end, and maybe I'll start doing this and I'll get tired of it and I'll send the editing out to somebody else. But right now I'm very much so still in that stubborn stage of I do everything myself, and I'm not gonna outsource anything, and I'm gonna get everything done in my own way and do it my way, and we'll go from there, and I guess see how it succeeds, or if a need pops up for me to have to back away from editing it, then I can do that. But I just look at like a lot of these like channels on YouTube will use, like, I just watched a bunch of them this morning that they were doing talks on movies, and they use movie clips in their actual video, And it makes me wonder, like, okay, is there a, what am I getting at here? Is there like a copyright strike for using like movies in your YouTube video? I feel like there should be. And then it's like, okay, then how do these channels become profitable when they're just like recycling other people's content? And like that's the same thing like with the videos that I'm gonna do. A lot of it is like videos of from like musicians and stuff, and like how do I find stock footage of these musicians, so to speak? Or do I not find stock footage? Do I make my own stock footage? Which is fine. I think I'm capable of making my own stock footage, but like until I have an actual library of stock footage built up, it's going to be very difficult for me to, I think, retain people's interest, because they're going to be like, this is boring. But like then again, like the whole idea of a faceless channel is that the audio is what you're actually there for. Like you are retaining all of your information through the audio, not through the video. The video is just there to help tell the story, so to speak. And so if I make a faceless channel where the audio is top-notch, really got you engaged, and the video is just kind of there, then is that something that people will lose interest in or not want to tune into? I don't know. I don't know that I will have like a singular video just constantly playing, and I think that's a bit much, because it is going to be like a 10-minute video. So to have that just be like a singular video that plays seems like a little less editing than I should do. But like making this major bang 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 production out of it seems a bit much as well. So I need to find my own happy medium in the thing, and like let the content breathe, and not have every 3 seconds I'm changing camera angles on you, but at the same time like change it up enough to where you're interested in what's going on. And so we'll see where everything lands, how everything ends up. But at the end of the day, I think it'll be a very fun channel. I think, like I said, I finally think that I've got a good niche pegged down, and I know where I'm going with it. And now it's just a matter of getting there. I've got the first video recorded. I need to sit down and edit it at some point in time, and just figure out, like, I think that'll be the first one that is kind of starts to get it going. Like, okay, when I edit this, like, how is this gonna look? How do I want this to feel? How do I want the people to interact with this content? And so I think as I go down and figure that out, I will be able to hopefully get a good edit together that that makes things interesting and watchable and appealing. And I think part of that is why, like, I've started my channel over entirely. I revamped an old channel that I had. And that's the other thing that I'm interested in. Like, is it better to revamp an old channel, or is it better to just start brand new? And I don't know. I chose to revamp because I had the framework there, and I've just gutted all of its videos and put something else in place. And we'll see how that rides. And if it rides really well, then awesome. And if it needs improvement, then we will improve. But I'm really excited about it. It's one of those niches that, like, it makes sense, but it's difficult to explain. You almost have to experience it to know exactly what it is. And I like those kinds of niches. So I really do feel like I may have finally found my thing. And I know that I say that a lot, but I think this thing might be the thing. So hopefully you all tune into that, either by accident or on purpose. At any rate, you all have a wonderful day.